Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we have an exciting video lined up for you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss an update from our channel.
Guys, in this video, we will be learning what is date and time in Python. Datetime is a built-in module that provides classes for manipulating dates and time. Okay, we will be covering these points. What are datetime modules? How we can use its class like date, time delta, time. Okay, on my computer, I have created one new program to explore date and time functionality. Okay, so let's get started with an example how we can create a new date in Python. To create a new date in Python, we have to import one package from import date class, and here I am saying this is the date constructor, and we are saying 2 to 3. So this is a new date we are going to create. Let's print it d. Let's run the program. What it will do, it will create a new date object. If you want to see what is the type of this d variable, then you will find it's a type of datetime date class. Okay, this object is a type of date class. So we have created a new date. Now let's see second point, how we can get year, month and day from date object. So to get the day or year from a date object, we have to just type in. Okay, let's run the program. We can easily get the year, month and date easily. Okay, next point, if you want to get the current date and time in Python, how we can get it? Dot today. Okay, it will print the today's date. Okay, if you see, you will get the today's date. Fine. Let's move to another point. If you want to get the weekday of the date, you can get it easily. D1 dot weekday. Okay. So it will return integer, right? 0 means Monday, 1 means Tuesday, 3 means Wednesday, and so on. Okay. Let's move to our next point. Let's see, we want to get the day name on weekday, right? To get the day name based on a weekend, you can use day underscore name function of the calendar module, right? For that we have to import, right? To get the weekday, we have to use calendar. I said day name we want to get, and what we have to do? We have to say what is the weekday. It will return us 0 to 6. So on the basis of this integer value, on the weekday, it will get the day name. Okay, let's in the program. You will say it's a Sunday, right? It's a Sunday on the basis of. Let me take D1. If you say it will print Monday. You see, okay, D1 is our current date, today date. That is why we have used D1 dot weekday. What is the weekday number? It would be 0. 0 will be passed to this day name, and then day name will return the day name. Okay, let's move to our next point, add and subtract date, or you can say difference of dates. Okay, so to get the difference of dates, either you add or subtract any date from any other date object. What you have to do, you have to first create a time delta object, right? How to get the time delta? We have to import a time delta class from datetime package, like from datetime module import time delta. Okay, so we have to say delta. We are saying we are going to get a difference of, let's say, 5 days. Okay, this would be a delta object for us, and then we will print our delta object. So it will print So there is a syntax issue. Let's say, let me change its name, delta. Okay, yeah, delta. We can have a name of delta. So what it will display, it will display the like number of days and times, right? This object can be used to get the difference of two dates. Okay, or we can add days into other date. So let me say next week, and then we can say our d1 dot, that was our previous object today, and we are saying plus delta. Okay, first it will get the today's date, that it will add the 5 days into the date. Let's print. Or you can put for next week, you put 7 days, right? It will be more easier. Let's in the program. So it will add 7 days to the current date. You see, now our new date becomes 2nd of October, right? If you want to increase the year with some number, that can be done easily. Let's say print, we can say next year. Okay, d1 dot today, this is our today date object, that year plus 1, it will give next year, right? You see, 2024. If you want to get next month, you can say today dot month plus, let's say 3. So it will give us the next month. Okay, we have to print it first, next month. Okay, similarly you can add the n number of days to the any given date. Okay, we are using today date. You can add, let's say 10 more days in current date, next days. Okay, very simple. 35. Okay, if you want to subtract two dates, then how we can do it? We have next year, okay, already, and we want to get a new year with current date. Okay, let's say new year. We can say date, new date object we are going to create. Next year we already have taken, and we are saying 1 month 1 date. Okay, this is new year date, and we have to say date to new year, right? So we can say new year date minus d1 dot today. Okay, so it will give us the difference. Print, if you run the program, so you will get 90 days, 98 days difference, right? Because what we have done here, we have first added a 1 year from the current date. It became right 2024, and date as of today's date. Okay, then we have created a new date with the new year. Then we have subtract today's date from this new year. Then what is the output? We got 98 days as a balance from this 2 days. Okay, so this is how we can subtract dates. If you want to check what is the type of this new date, then you can easily use type class, and then you can pass on its value and then check what is the type. You see, it's a date time delta time. Okay, if you get the total number of days, so you will get the total number of days as a difference of 2 days. Okay, you see, so you will get 90 days, because but in the previous output, in the previous print statement, we got the difference of all things, days and the time. But here we are able to get the days, how many days in number in string in int. Okay. Now let's move to our next point, that is get time, hour, minute, second and milliseconds by using class time. Okay. To create the time we have to use time class from datetime module, and we can say import our time class. Okay. To create new time we have to say t time. We can say 10, 30 is a minute. You can see in the constructor overload, you can say 45, right? And you can say 400 milliseconds. Okay. Let's print the time. If you run the program, you will see 10:30 a.m. 45 second, and these are the milliseconds, right? Like a date object, the time object has hour, minute, seconds and milliseconds properties, right? How to get it? You can see t dot hours. So you will get the same output: 10 hours, 30 minutes, 45 seconds and 400 milliseconds. Okay, from this time which we just created. If you want to create date and time as well in the same statement, you can use dt1 datetime constructor. You can define 45 seconds and this time 500 milliseconds. Okay, we have to import it like from datetime, or we can use import datetime class. Okay, you see error is gone. So we are able to get the new date with time and date. If you print it, so day is out of range, right? So yeah, we have taken February, so we can take 28 and then we will print the statement. So you see date and time both are combined into the one object, and by using date time class we are able to create date and time together. From this statement, if you want to get the date part only, so you can get it if you run it. So you can say you are getting the date only. Similarly, you can get the time as well, right? Separately, you can get the time separately from this date object. If you want to print the current time, you can easily print, let's say dt1, or you can see date time dot get, not this datetime dot, even now function you can use. It will give you the current date and time. Okay, current date and time it will give you. Now let's move to our next point, that is datetime module, datetime class, UTC datetime, datetime formats directives. Okay, so what is UTC time? UTC is the time standard commonly used across the world, right? It's a standard, right? You can say it's a universal time coordinated. Okay, it is more precise and commonly referred to the time standard. Okay, to get the UTC time, you have to say UTC time. We have to use datetime dot UTC now function. We have to use current UTC, so it will give you the universal time, right? Today's universal times, which is 5 hours back. You see it is 1704, right? 5 p.m. today's date. Okay, right? So it has all the things like date object, what we have, it's day, month, right? Year, right? It is similar to the date object, but functionality is different for this object. Okay, all properties and the members are almost same. We have one method strip time to format our date and time output, right? We can say strip time. This is the method, okay, we have to use. Let's see how this method works. So there are so many format directives to get the date output as per our need, right? If you want to print the date in form of different formats, you can set respective formats, okay, as per your need. Let's say if you want to print your date format like your date in this format, then we have to use specific format directives, okay, which are there in Python. There are so many directives, okay. To do so, what we have to do, we have already created a date time here. We can use the same thing. We want December, let's say 12, okay. We can say it's a 12 12, right? 09 45 9 45, okay. So this is our exact time which we want to print out here. So to get this type of output, we can say the s1 dot strf date time, and we can set the format. Let's print s1. You see, this is the exact output we try to achieve, okay. So we have so many formats in Python you can use, and you can get the date as per your need, okay. So these are date time related functionality you can use yourself. There are so many functions inside these classes you can use as per your need,
That
okay.
brings us to the end of the today's video. We hope you found it informative and engaging. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting content on all things tech related. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.